Welcome everybody. We're going to go ahead and get into another, I believe, semifinals. I want to save the winners bracket. We are spawning directly on top of Scarlett, who is the pink Zerg on the right, going up against gtNavi, the blue Zerg on the left. So we're going to have another ZVZ series, and this is going to be very cool to see, as the last series we saw was great. So if these guys can match that, that would be so important and be awesome, pretty much. So this is MLG Shadow Temple. We do have the really not important ZVZ supply depots are at the bottom of the ramp, but it's good to see, just clarify it's MLG. It's always a sign to look for those maps. But more importantly, this is the Iron Lady Cup, and it's awesome. So you can go ahead and go to Twitter, and it's like the @Iron Lady ESL. You can go to Iron Lady SC2.com, and there's also a Girls with StarCraft Facebook, so you can go ahead and find all the cool female StarCraft people out there, and you can just have a general good time, make some friends, and just be happy, because that is what games are for. They are for being happy. Okay, so now speaking of happiness, there is no six pooling going on, and that's a very, very sad thing to happen. It causes sad faces. We don't want sad faces in our games. The mutual speeding openers that seem to be going down, however, this should result in some very cool micro going down. When you have speeding opener versus speeding opener and both players choose to be aggressive with it, it gets crazy, especially if one of them goes for banelings, the other one doesn't. All the cool things, and the spawning pools get thrown down at pretty much identical timings. There's no difference if I click on one and go to the other one. There's no change in the health and the progress of the bars and everything. It's kind of scary how synonymous they are with each other. I think this one is like a split second behind because it didn't quite hit the floor as fast as Navi's. I don't know, but it's so close. Okay. So now, drones are going to go ahead and mine. We'll see what they're going to do. If people are going to actually keep the drones inside the extractors or not, try and judge whether they're going to be different. And actually, I don't think I actually technically said hooray for ESL, but hooray for ESL, yay. I'm enthusiastic with my plucking. Spawning pools, going for mid-out boost, identical timings, and the look at that, it's literally the same exact production tab. It's so cool when games start doing that. Oh, there's a drone there for Scarlett. But that's okay. It's always fun when things are going exactly the same. I actually think that Navi got out her other drone faster, but more importantly, over here you have a deviation. It's a baneling nest going down for Navi. Pretty quick baneling nest. That is the fastest it can possibly be. Scarlett, I think, actually took off a drone or two for a little bit to get a few more minerals and probably get a few more lings out that way. We'll see how this is going to actually happen. Oh, actually, no, that's where it went. There's a hatchery that went down. So base went down for Scarlett, but will Navi actually be able to punish this or not remains to be seen. Doesn't seem like Navi wants to actually expand quite yet. The baneling nest is showing, the speed of that is showing clear thoughts on aggression. And Scarlett's going to start running around and just trying to defend this, because Navi's about to see this expansion. That's very... never mind. Navi's not choosing to go in and go for the scout and look at the natural, just waiting for these other lings and getting a baneling, but I don't think... oh, actually, I don't think Scarlett actually sees the Banes. Now Scarlett sees the Banes, is fully aware of the Banes. There is metabolic boost on for both of them at the exact same time. Now we're going to go ahead and engage, but the Banelings are here. Oh no, there was an almost massive explosion going down there, but Scarlett did manage to juke away. But now this hatchery is a vulnerability. We're going to see that this one baneling might actually get picked. Nope, will not get picked off. Navi will not be able to take that. But oh my god, this news on the hatchery. That's not good. That's a misclick, and that is unfortunate for Navi, but Scarlett's going to still run around. Banelings of Scarlett's own are now out. They're going to try and go for some baneling dances. Lings are going to go directly into the main base, though. Navi is now in Scarlett's main, but there is a spawn crawler there. That's going to be able to... oh, never mind. It is going to be able to... what? Okay. Now he's going to continue running around, not taking out things, but there's a nice explosion on a couple drones. I don't think any actually died, but now Scar's going to be here defensively morphing banelings down there. But oh, actually a ling for a bane, 2 lings for a bane. That's not too bad, but only 1 worker has been killed by Navi so far. I think 1 drone got damaged by a ling, and then that explosion managed to actually kill that 1 drone. Now we're going to have Navi. Yikes, that was an interesting shape. Now we have... oh, there was a nice explosion getting a couple of lings, and oh my god! The death that was just experienced on Navi's end is bad. But now we're going to have two Bane's going to go for a nice trade for a couple additional Bane in terms of trade, and then those couple lings. But now Scarlett's going to try and snipe off this Bane by kiting out that. Nice, it succeeds, very nice. It's one drone with 5 health left, does manage to survive. More Banes are being morphed on the outside. Navi is trying to get up her own expansion at this point in time, but Spawn Core is now here at the natural, and now we're going to be careful. Nice management of Banes to actually allow the Spawn Core to snipe off of those Banes. But now there's not really much DPS here to save it. Oh, Scarlett almost just lost all that, but a couple of those, nice, picks off a drone. I think that was still just one drone. Yeah, just one drone for the Bane. It's not the greatest trade, but still every drone is so important in ZVZ, so it still could be seen as a nice pickoff. More Banes are being morphed. This natural is now done for Navi, getting down that additional queen. Which one's going down too? Looks like the count is actually really good for Navi in that she was able to snipe off those 2 drones, because actually allowed her to be a little bit ahead. But Scarlett's producing 5 drones in that last second or two, so now Scarlett's just back to being ahead. So now looking around over here, just the income's going to definitely be in favor. Yeah, a couple hundred lead for Scarlett, but as for the mining of extractors, this is 1 in each. Yeah, both these players are switching to 1 drone in the extractors, trying to go for more economy, get out those drones, get out the really the good infrastructure for the mid game now that the early game seems to has passed with the Baneling aggression. But Scarlett's going to go ahead and actually push forward with a few of those links and trying to be aggressive over here, being careful of those. Oh, Scarlett might actually want to cancel those Banes, because if they trade for those guys, that's going to be unfortunate. They're going to finish and getting a little bit of damage done. Not crazy damage, but still enough that those guys can't really be aggressive. It'll be so much easier to be defended against. So now with this Roach Tech done for Navi, no Lair yet though. Scarlett over here's got a lot of damage done to that hatchery, but no Lair Tech either. But no Roach Tech, nothing. There's going to be a few drones moving forward. Drones, apparently Banes are drones now. They're not drones. They're the opposite of drones. They kill things. They break things down instead of build them up. So, okay, so you guys are continuing to run around. It seems that Scarlett's going to go for another spine to be defensive. I mean, a lot of drones were made by Scarlett. 38 drones compared to 25 of Navi. And it seems like we're going to also see Scarlett going for this third base. Navi is not building drones. Navi is going for a push. We're going to have the Roach Horn out, but it seems that there's almost no droning going down. And Navi needs to do a very, 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 very strong attack. This third base seems to start to be working down on, but I mean, it's going to be faster for Scarlett. Okay, Lair Tech is almost done for Scarlett. No Roach Horns actually out yet. I'm kind of curious about this. There's no upgrades for the Lings and Banes either. So Scarlett's going to play a little bit skimpy on the defense and just drone up a ton and rely on macro to actually defend. But where's the push for Navi? Navi is now starting to drone a little bit, so maybe Navi's actually going to decide not to go for the crazy amounts of pressure, which is bad, because if Navi tries to play the eco game, Navi's going to be behind. Unless Navi can manage to get out lots of mutas or something like that, where economy isn't as important, then that would be the way to go for it. But actually, Scarlett's the one going for the Spire, and actually, I think that Ling might have run in and actually been able to see that the Spire, if that Spire was clicked on, that'll be huge. But I think Navi's aware that the Spire is the tech of choice. The Evo Chamber got thrown down somewhere. Yeah, there's the Evo Chamber. So you either see spores being thrown down, at the very least as a precaution, just in case. Now Scarlett's going to start working on these rocks in anticipation for a third base over there, while the third base being taken for Scarlett in the bottom right as well. But these rocks have not been taking out anything at all, but there are a lot of drones here in the main, a lot of drones in the natural. This is a nice spread of drones. It's pretty even. Lair is now done over there, but the Spire is almost done for Scarlett, with the macro hatch going down for even more larva. But look at the spawning on Scarlett. It's not bad. It's still pretty low, especially for ZBZ right now. This one is 19. Not bad at all for doing the game, with only one creep tumor has actually been used the entire game. So great spawn larva from Scarlett. Okay, so now it looks like the third's being taken down for Navi, while over here Scarlett's actually going for the extractors already, and it's going to have a nice saturation pretty soon. +1 air attack is being thrown down. 13 mutas. Oh god, that's going to be deadly. Oh, and there they are. Oh god, that's going to be crazy when those start pushing. I don't know if the defense is there. We have a single spore. Oh, actually, so that is, oh yeah, this is not much that's going to be taken in terms of damage from Navi. With the placement of those spore crawlers, they're really well placed. The problem is that this area is going to be a vulnerability. We'll see if that can actually be exploited or not. Lynx are about to kill off these rocks. They can push in and possibly force a cancel, at the very least move the army for possibly better aggression from these massive amounts of mutas. I can't believe how many mutas are actually able to be made in a ZVZ that quickly. Attacks is almost done. This base, yeah, these guys are mining at full efficiency. And now, yeah, cancellation on that hatch. Very nice move. If that's the only thing those mutas have done this entire game, then that'll probably be pretty much worth it, and they can be used in attacks. Just delaying that is so important. Scarlett is so ahead in the economy. It's been this entire time, 130 food to 89. Look at the drone difference. It is almost doubled. There's a 32 drone difference in favor of Scarlett, who even has the mutas. Usually the person with the mutas has the lower count of drones, but look at all those creep tumors. I looks like now he's going heavy Hydros and wants to get them over there as fast as possible, which is smart because Navi is behind in the definitely behind in the food count and everything. So possibly use Overlords to continue spreading that, and this would be a great way to go about doing this. But look at the death to the extractor. That's actually a pretty nice hit. And now with the splash damage attacking drones, this is well micro too. The Hydras will not even be able to take out that one muta. That's a little unfortunate. So I was getting good sky information, but look at the creep. Where is you just spam creep to CCCCC, go all the way down there, and this will be a fan of creep spreading. But look at all the mutas. The mutas are with their attack rates are going to be very effective against the Hydras, more so than you might think. But infestors are going to be a big issue for those mutas. If they can get fungled, then the Hydras can outrange them, so the Hydras don't even get attacked while the mutas are fungled. Then this could be horrible. We do see more Banes are being morphed over here for Scarlett. We need to hit those against the Hydras. If those Hydras go down, then the mutas will be able to win this battle. But now you have spawn crawlers. Here comes all these mutas. They do get fungled, but will it be enough? Banes are here. Splash damage galore. And, oh, Queens are here. And now this is going to go very well. No more fungals are there, but Vegetarians are going to try and buy a little bit of time. Now these mutas are not in low enough numbers for Navi to continue this push. This is really looking like Scarlett's game. She's controlling this incredibly well. I'm going to say goodbye to that Roach, and now we're probably going to see an immediate counterattack. This fan of creep has not been spread farther, but yeah, this is, yeah, not good for Navi. Not good for Navi at all. No third base to try and be thrown down once again, but that's going to be either killed or canceled instantaneously as this flock of mutas is going to go in and start destroying it. I almost want to call it a murder of mutas just because of crows are legitimately called a murder of crows, and these mutas are being incredibly effective to the point that they can very legitimately be called a murder of mutas. So Scarlett's got a bunch of Banelings going to try and run around and just make sure they can stay alive just in case of Hydras as they start exploding on top of Roaches. But look at that, all those holes, that's unfortunate. Still, Infestors are out, another Hydra is there, 2 Hydras are out now, and 2 Infestors, that's not enough. Gold has now been put down by Scarlett. These rocks have been taken down by Navi, but this base is up and running. This is not looking good. Hatch gets pushed down once again. By the way, is this, yeah, that's Scarlett's. That is Scarlett's Overlord seeing everything. Now Roach is going to go here and clean up all of those links. They are going to die deaths, not even able to bring the Shelter Rocks down at all. Still, Sharks going down. We've got more spawns being thrown out. That's Spore. No, just all spawns. I guess there's no need for a Spore when you have all those mutas to deal with the possibility of mutas from your opponent. But nice fungal damaging the mutas. None of them are in the green except for this one muta that was probably just brought in as a reinforcement. So a couple of fungals can really do damage to these guys, but they're not armored. They're not going to take crazy amounts of damage. But now we see moving in with their Roaches on the bottom, and now we've got the Hydras on the top going to move in. Those mutas are going to start engaging from the top, doing a nice job. The Hydras aren't creep. They can go ahead and start kiting, and they're doing a lot of damage, but G gets called by Navi as Scar's going to push in for the win and take game number 1.